Let's add some permissions to the Lightbits cluster so that we can communicate with the run commands for the SDDC. As you can see, my deployment's complete. If I click on the parent resource group, you'll be able to see the SSH key that I created during deployment, as well as the managed application itself. If I click on the managed application, you can see some simple information about the managed application, including its resource group and managed resource group. When I go to parameters and outputs, you'll be able to see all the information I input when I deployed the cluster, as well as the support information that I chose. In order to see all of the resources that the managed application uses, we go into our resource groups and select the managed resource group that we created during the deployment. Here you can see all the assets that are created as part of the managed application, including the express route connectivity information. In order to assign permissions to the Lightbits cluster and use LB AVS, I need to click on the virtual machine scale set that houses the VMs, click on identity, and then user assigned. Here, I can see the user assigned managed identity that's assigned to the cluster during deployment, which is primarily used for the key vault identity. In order to assign those permissions, I'll go back to my AVS SDDC, and then I'll click on the resource group that the SDDC is deployed in. I'm opening up in a new tab so that I can access my managed application, my AVS SDDC, as well as the resource group. In the resource group containing the SDDC, click on IAM, then I click Add Role Assignment. The role that I want to assign is going to be the contributor role. As you can see, it's not in the job function roles, but instead, it's in the privileged administrator roles. I select the contributor role, click Next, and then assign access to managed identity and select members. I choose the subscription that my managed application is deployed in, and then I choose user assigned managed identity, and then search for the managed identity assigned for my cluster. It will be the resource name that I chose during deployment and key vault identity. I click Review and Assign, and now I've assigned the permissions to the Lightbits VMs, which contain LB AVS, so that it can initiate run commands against my SDDC. I'm going to assign one more set of permissions, and it's going to be so that I can access the Lightbits JOT, which will give LB AVS permissions to call the API of the Lightbits cluster. I navigate to the key vault that's a part of the managed application in the resource group, go to IAM, and then add role assignment. I'm going to select the key vault's secrets user, and after clicking Next, I'm going to choose user group or service principal, and then when selecting members, I'm going to search for my own email address or the email address that I've logged in with. I then review and assign, and after the assignment has been completed, when I select the secrets object, I'll be able to see all of the information about the secrets that are used within the Lightbits managed application, including the system JOT, which will be used to authenticate against the Lightbits cluster by LB AVS.